Hey there, welcome to Growing Up Sucks. This is Smile. I'm going to be checking out the Steam Next Fest demo for Dredge today. Dredge is a horror style fishing game, which is two things that generally do not go together, which is very intriguing. So let's take a look at Dredge and see what horrors we can find in the depths. Angler wanted. And we're just the person. It would help if you could hear the game. Monday, day 1 at 6 AM, the morning light fills your eyes and you try to sit upright. You're lying on the cold, wet dock where you collapsed the night before. A short man is shouting orders at a handful of workers disembarking from a boat nearby. The man notices you. The mayor. Welcome to Great Marrow. I must say, quite the dramatic first impression. I see you've already introduced yourself to the jagged rocks along the way. Did you not see the lighthouse? It was shining right at you. Ah, well, I'm glad to see our new fisherman upright and breathing. Your boat was hopelessly damaged, but I've had a few of the locals move your things to one of our old vessels. We'll catch up later to discuss more details. I'll let you get out there to catch some fish. See if you can fill your cargo while you get your bearings in the light. Finally, I don't suppose I need to say this, but get back by sundown, before the fog rolls in. Keep a close eye on the time, it can really creep up on you. Alright. Undock. Move forwards with W and S to reverse. Turn with... Okay, so we've got a full boat control system. Let's go. Rotate the camera. Oh, it's in the water. Move to a fishing spot where it splashes, then press F to start fishing. Got disturbed water, coastal, high stock. You got blue mackerel, that's fairly normal. Another blue mackerel, fantastic. More blue mackerel, just what I want. Fresh, practically worthless, but enough to stave off hunger. 18.7 centimeters, hopefully that's legal. All this blue mackerel. Oh, let's go. Deplete it! Yes. Absolutely deplete it. That's why we fish in video games and not in real life. 10 AM on day 1. Shallow. Don't have the right equipment. Sadly, all I have is a fishing rod. Oh, let's get some sharks. Nope, it's a cod. Cod. That we have to rotate. I'm enjoying the addition of inventory management. That is great. Give me Resident Evil 4 inventory management systems in every game over weight any day. It's certainly a debate, which I'm going to bring up now, which is a really weird time to bring it up. But inventory systems in video games. What is the correct system to use? And really, the one that feels best for me is often just an organizing inventory minigame, because you simply have a little bit of that control over where everything goes. It feels good when you organize something in an interesting way that can potentially give you some more space. You feel a little smarter about it. Whereas a simple weight system, you just get completely limited. It's certainly faster, but you're limited by weight, which is just a number, rather than how well you can organize something. You step onto the dock at Greater Marrow. The mayor is waiting nearby. Ah, I see you've returned in one piece. Very good. Before you head off to town, we should discuss the matter of your boat. As I mentioned earlier, your old boat was too badly damaged to be repaired. However, I'm more than happy to sell you that replacement vessel, yours to own. I understand you may not have the necessary funds on hand, so we'll consider it a loan. But I want to make this easy for you. Until your debt is paid, a tiny portion of your fish sales will go towards paying it off. A small amount of interest will go towards improving the town. So to recap, you'll need to sell fish to the local market, paying off your debt and in turn keeping the population fed and satisfied. Understand? Selling fish helps the town pay and pays off my debt. Got it. Where do I sell the fish? A local fishmonger will appraise and purchase what you catch. He's open all hours. Off you go then. Sell those fish while they're still fresh. Alright, fishmonger. You enter a squalid shack on the fringe of the marketplace. The familiar smell of fish fills the air. Flies buzz haphazardly around a downcast man behind the counter. You're the new fishmonger, eh? Surprised they found a new one so fast. Well, what happened to the other one? It takes a certain type of person to last out here. It's not a life for everyone. Anyway, to business. I'll pay you for fish. Bigger fish means more money. Some species are just worth more too. Other towns on other islands might pay you different. Oh, you still got a debt outstanding here. I suggest you work on paying it off first. So let's see what you've got. Sell all fish. Bam. Just fuck it all off. Just piss off. Go on. Get out of here. Debt adjusted $24. 14 fish. Random spots. Okay, so there's spots for gear where you would put things. I understand. Okay, we get a little bit of RPG action going on. That's cool. The mayor is standing outside the fishmonger's store. Excellent work. I have no doubt you'll be able to provide for this town. Look here, I found this down by the docks. I'm sure someone like you could make something out of it. Why don't you take it? You must take these items. No, I don't. I'll F4. The research part. Oh, one last thing. Our local shipwright mentioned she might be able to make some modifications to your ship. You should pay her a visit. And this is where the ship modification stuff comes in hand. As you walk into the yard, you see the shipwright making repairs to a damaged hull. She looks up at you briefly before turning back to her work. You must be the new fisherman. I can make improvements to your vessel in the yard. Mind you, I'm not in the business of doing favours around here. Payment is up front and everyone takes some time to install. Everything. Also, if you take on any damage from the rocks or any damage at all, I can patch it up. Mostly. She shrugs and gestures towards the hull she's currently attempting to repair. A number of wooden boards, all well above the waterline, are splintered and scratched. Take a look round. Just remember, the bigger the better. The bigger the equipment, the longer it takes to install. So plan ahead. Shallow. Shallow. Coastal. Okay, so I could potentially catch. Would be used to develop new equipment, but would need some investigation at a dock first. Okay. So if I get a... Okay, weighted line is too expensive. So we get a simple skimmer. 2 hours. Can I get an engine as well? No. No trawling nets. What about a light? Cheap light? No, I cannot afford a cheap light. Alright. Back to town. Ship loan repayments, $25 remaining. Really? How do I go to sleep? Cabin. There we go, I was going to say. Oh, you get a whole book. Oh, awesome. You see the size of it and everything. Exotic. Volcanic? Mangrove? Oh, this is a lot to take in. 128 fish. Legendary. We got some pursuits. Which fish do we have a message in a bottle? No. But there are 5 islands. Sleep. Maybe I slept too long. Oh, the mayor has something to say. What can I do for you? I'd like to pay off some of my debt. Of course. How much would you like to repay? All of it. Fantastic. Now then, what else can I do for you? I want to ask about what happened to the last fisherman. The last fisherman? Oh, he was very unreliable. He'd go out at night, come back with no fish, and proceed to sleep all day. He was also a terrible captain. I mean, really terrible. Constantly running aground on the reef, even in broad daylight. The shipwright almost ran out of wood for repairs. No, he was no good. One evening he left and never came back. So long, he shan't be missed by us. Now, what else can I do for you? I'll ask about the wider region. Certainly, is there somewhere in particular you wish to know more about? I don't know what any of that is, so I'm just going to not ask. Let me go fish. Or research. Ooh. Ooh. Not available in the demo. Oh. What? Then why did I get research if they're not available in the demo? The mayor is walking quickly towards you. He seems to be in a good mood, with a spring in his step. Fantastic news! Thanks partly to your efforts, Greater Marrow is growing. Our town is sure to be swarming with visitors any day now. In fact, I've granted consent for the shipwright to expand her facilities. The old dry dock is operational again. I've also allocated some money to improve the fishmonger's service. He might have something to talk about. Talk with words. Keep up the good work. We're glad you've chosen to be here with us. Dry dock, huh? This is the dry dock. Make significant improvements to your vessel here. We're talking extra space, more attachment points for equipment, and even superior hulls. We'll need a decent stock of hard materials for these projects. Lumber, metal scraps, that sort of thing. How do I get materials? There's plenty of decent materials around the coast from various shipwrecks and the like. I'm sure you'll find a way to get at them. Yeah, let me just go rob some ships. Materials assigned towards upgrades here will be stored, so don't worry if you only have half of what we need. Okay, here we go. We can just see the sort of things that we can get. Oh, that's not the correct way. That's not at all the correct way. I'm just gonna run aground instantly. Alright, very cool. I want to go over here. Let's fish this. Oh, never mind. Let's fish these. Yes. So you can either click the button or press the shortcut, which is a really good option to have. I like when developers take into consideration that multiple people would like to potentially do an action multiple ways if there is reason to believe that there could potentially be other ways to do the same action, and it doesn't take too much development time. I say all options the merrier. Speaking of which, let me take a look at the accessibility options here. They are fairly well crafted by the looks of this. So we've got different chat colors you can change. while the selection isn't incredibly wide like say a hex, it gives you several different colors to choose from. I'm no expert in color blindness, but at a first glance this at least seems like you would have at least access to a color that you would be able to see from my small knowledge. Motion smoothing for motion sickness, which is great. Chromatic aberrations, text speed reduction in case that's a bother, pop-ups, all controls, rebinding, like look at all of this. Absolutely fantastic. Daytime, nighttime, 24 hours, AM, PM, whatever you want to do, you got it. Oh, boards, gimme. Oh, never mind. It's a message in a bottle. What does it say? 1927. Okay, never mind. Whoever wrote it's probably dead. Damn it. I want to fish up the evil. Yes! Eels? I said evil, not eel, but, you know, I'll take what I can get. There's also an option to completely disable the minigame if you don't want to do any QuickTime event or don't have the capacity to do the QuickTime event. That is a really great accessibility option as well. So absolutely kudos to Dredge for having put that effort into accessibility. I've had enough special I don't remember what accent I was doing, or how I was doing it, so I'm just going to not do that. They asked for 1 gulf flounder and 1 grey eel. Just bring them in when you have them. You'll need to have a rod that can handle shallow water fish in order to catch those. Yes, I do. Yes. Eel. Done. Alright, come back when you have everything. Now to regular business, eh? Sell all fish. Not all schools of fish are the same. Some contain abnormal specimens. Sometimes you can even tell just looking at the surface. Okay. Interesting. Thanks for that information. I like that information. It's helpful information. Okay, a light, please. Has the fog rolled in? Floating buoy. It serves as a marker, safe passage to dangerous rocks and obscure hazards. The dim light also provides a brief respite in the gloom of the night. Ooh. What do we got here? Ooh, a squid! I want a squid. Ooh, arrow squid. Oh no. What is this? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm not a fan of the giant eyeball. Okay. It's the panic. Oh yeah? A black grouper. It's only a single one. Oh, there's another boat out. Hello, other boat. Oh, that was invisible. I see. Oh, that was a ghost boat. Oh! Okay, I see. It's very tricky. There are rocks. I'm getting out of here. Come on, let's go. Oh, before that, I'm gonna grab some more squid. Oh, panic makes it harder to fish. Oh. Tentacles sprouting from a glowing core inside a gelatinous sac. Other cores lay dormant alongside. That squid can be sold very quickly. Where is back? Back we go. Didn't sleep. I should probably sleep. Something slithers into your cargo hold? What do you mean? Huh? A haunched woman approaches you from the steps to the lighthouse. She stops some distance away and looks at you with concern and visible apprehension. Why are you here? I've come to fish. There's nothing here for someone like you anymore. Do yourself a favor and move on. She turns and shuffles back along the path that leads to the light. I need sleep. Wake up. What is it today? And the grotesque fish to the fishmonger. He grins, raising the fish up to his face before inhaling a deep, stuttering breath. Ah, now this is the sort of specimen to liven up my day. No wonder. He runs his fingers firmly along the length of the fish, as though feeling for something. He pushes from one side of its stomach, and a small shape can be seen against the bulging scales. He slices the fish open. From its stomach, he pulls a small piece of fabric and spreads it on the counter. It's a delicately patterned handkerchief. Well, I've never seen that before in all my days. I'll give you this thing, and I'll pay you for the fish too, of course. It's not the first corrupted fish I've seen in these parts. I'm sure you'll find more before too long. I'll pay you well if you find any more. Oh. Infected. Infected ones don't sell for very much, so I see the ones that are like corrupted, you need to try and decompart, like, well, that ruined my whole operation. Once beautiful handkerchief, drawn from the insides of a grotesque fish, patterned with delicate crimson thread. Okay. The man is looking at you through your cabin window. His face is mostly in shadow. I know what you took to the fishmonger. I'll be clear. I know he extracted an artifact from it. I need to inspect it. Not here. Meet me on Blackstone Isle. Head out of this bay and cut south. I have a business proposition that you'll want to hear. Head out of the bay and head south. I'll be waiting. Alright. Alright, Mayor, what do you want? Just the person I was hoping to see. Will you be sailing out east towards Little Marrow? Would you give this package to the dock worker there, please? The mayor hands you a small damp package bound in string. It's dripping slightly. The dock worker will pay you upon delivery. Please be quick about it. I don't want it to spoil. Don't forget to check your compass and map if you get lost. Okay, head out east, I guess. Which is just straight. Delivering parcels, fishing up fish. That's life as the fishermen in this area. Corrupted fish. I'm gonna eat that fish. Probably shouldn't eat the fish. Still just gonna eat the fish. What? A delivery? Let's see here. Tears a small hole in the paper and peeks inside. You can't say for sure, but it feels as though he's shielding it from your view. Yeah, nice and fresh. This'll do nicely. To pay you, I suppose. He hands you some money. It's given this old book a few weeks back, but it didn't make much sense to me. You'll surely get more use out of it. He pulls a crumpled book from his back pocket and hands it to you. A number of the pages are folded over. Keep it in your cabin, perhaps you can read it while you're on the water. Stop by for a chat any time, I know how lonely it can be. Or a trader. In a brightly lit shop, it's packed with antiques, the shelves full of jewellery and other baubles. An old man peers at you over silver spectacles. Hello, is that... no, I don't believe we've met. Forgive my eyes, they aren't what they used to be. I specialise in antiques and jewellery. I'll purchase any special trinkets you have. Have you got anything nice with you today, perhaps? Yes? No? Never mind. We must sell the handkerchief. No panic. Not allowed to panic. I don't see it. I pretend I do not see it. Ruined mansion and a workshop. The man is standing in a doorway, watching you approach. He's holding an old book in one hand. It's bound in crimson with silver ribbons. You came. Good. Allow me to introduce myself. I am a collector of many things, art and artifacts, treasures and truths, and curios that occupy the periphery of desire. And you have something for me. You give the handkerchief to the collector, he holds it up to the flickering light and studies it. These patterns are unmistakable, even after all this time. This handkerchief comes from an old ship I've been searching for. It sank many years ago. It carried items of great importance. As you can imagine, retrieving them is proving to be challenging. That's where you come in. My proposition is this. I will outfit your vessel with equipment that will let you dredge the wrecks and dark depths. Find me these lost relics and I will reward you in ways beyond all imagining. You need not give up your fishing career. I'll merely need a few hours with your vessel to make the necessary alterations. What do you say? I accept. An excellent decision. I'll prepare the equipment immediately. The relics we're looking for are a ring, a necklace, a watch, a music box, and key. I would encourage you to ask around the towns about shipwrecks or other strange occurrences. Anything that might be worth investigating. Return when you have something. Workshop. I don't want to go in the workshop. Sleep. Dock. Cabin. Last time to read. Oh, as in like... E? Oh. Oh, what? Oh, that's cool. Sorry, what? Does it say just question mark dredge? I'll have that. Shapes in the deep. Oh, I see. Oh, I'm dodging. I see. A bolt of cloth. Interesting. I see where the game gets its name. We're dredging the deeps. Right. Oops. Cloth? Decent length of cloth. It's damp and hasn't started to deteriorate yet. Okay. Understandable. He's outfitted me with dredging. Oh, I want flounder. Where are the flounder? Odd. Blue mackerel. Shark. Probably can't fish this. Flounder. Don't flounder live like... There. I was gonna say, don't flounder live closer to like the shore or something? Anyway. We got him now. Because they like to sit on the bottom of the ocean. So it's kind of like closer to the shore. Oh. Oh, this sucks. Place. 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 Oh, I don't think I can fit all these flounder. That sucks. We're off to back at the dock, so we don't get panic. No panic for us. What is that? That is very evil and ominous looking. We're getting more people interested. You approach a woman sitting on the dockside, staring out to sea. She turns to you. What's it like out there? It's difficult. It's got to be a damn sight better than this bloody town. I think I just need to get away for a while. Maybe not come back. Going backwards is a mistake, don't you think? You should always keep moving forward, moving along. Can't go back. She's gazing out to sea again, lost in thought. Say, if you find me some materials, maybe you can help me move. I mean, really move. There's an island I've heard about. Steel Point, just to the north. 2 units of lumber and 2 units of scrap is all I need. I can make a new place for myself out there. You'd be welcome to come visit too. Just stack it up at Steel Point when you have anything. I'll pay you when the job's done. Okay, there's always something to do. You can have the smallest one. Nice. Good, good. They should be pleased with these. Squid! Keep an eye out for larger fish. $20 for that. Middle mouse button to storage. Jump to town. A housekeeper. What is it? No many shipwrecks around here. Okay, so she's gonna tell me about shipwrecks. I'll ask that. She eyes you suspiciously. There's a spot near the back of Greater Marrow where the current carries in wreckage from the sea. Some nights you can see an unnatural glow rising from that patch of dark water. I can't imagine what's down in the depths. So if you're looking for what I think you're looking for, it's best you just move on. Okay. Right off. Doesn't allow me to do anything, but I will be able to. Larger and deeper fish. Coastal. Shallow, shallow. Better light, please. And a weighted one. Done. Now we have upgrades. Rest until morning-ish. We're behind Greater. Greater Marrow. So this way. Why is this shiny? An unknown green energy arcs and crackles over this fish's scales. It thrashes ceaselessly, even hours after being pulled from the water. Ah. Evil fish, evil fish. Why did I catch it? I do not fish. Can't really get in there. Oop. Oh, the wind is like dragging me over here. Alright, let's... Oh, I keep thinking that I'm trying to hit them, not dodge them. Oh, a relic. Oh my lord. Why is it this big? An ornate key, an abnormally large and heavy key cast from an unfamiliar metal. The teeth of the key are curved and sway before your eyes like tendrils. Ah. Oh, that's the key. He wanted a key. I see. Okay, so one key. On the way, sort of. Ooh. 10% chance to not reduce fish when catching with a rod. Oh, nice. So you slowly get buffs. I like it. I like it. Being able to just permanently use the light, to me, means that there is some benefit to not having the light on permanently during the night. There will be some mechanic where switching off the light means you're not going to die or something like that. Otherwise it would have some cooldown effect. Potentially. That's my thoughts. You enter the collector's house. He's standing at the back of the room, still holding the silver and crimson book. He seems impatient. Well, you have something, don't you? Show me. You hand him the key. The cold metal shimmers a strange shine as he holds it. The shape of the key, the teeth, the head. Now something seemed changed. Smaller. Now somehow seemed changed. Smaller. Has it always been this way? Is this all? Where's the lock? The collector grows agitated. It seems the pieces we're looking for have travelled further than I anticipated. Much further, I suspect. But all the same, they must be found. I never said this would be easy. I suppose we'll see if you have what it takes soon enough. There we go. Yes! Acquire abyssal abilities. I don't doubt it. I absolutely don't doubt it. 5 unique zones. So that was the Dredge Steam Next Fest demo. I enjoy it. It's a fishing game with an incredibly simple fishing system. It's straight to the point. You're in the ship and then you interact with docks. There's no walking around islands. There's no other simulation stuff. You've got RPG mechanics and other small percentage-based bonuses that help you fish. Organize the fish in your inventory. via an inventory system which you could slowly upgrade, I would assume, which is very cool, very akin to the classic Resident Evil 4 style inventory which everyone adores, so that's always fun. I had a really good time with this. It's drenched in story tidbits and mystery, and if you love fishing games like I do, this is one to probably not miss.